think we're starting. I think we're going. Let me know if you can hear me okay. All right. Scroll down. Got to bring up, not that. There we go. Yeah, that's right. I'm early. You know, if I'm sitting here, what am I waiting for? What's up, dudes? No, you rock. Sound good? We got John and Scott, Metal God, Andrew, Dano, Quentin, Stephen, Rob, Neil, Mike, Jack. What's up, Dennis? What's up, Shred? What's up, Peter? What's up, Mitch? Sounds good? All right, it's good to know. What's up, Jerome from Daytona? This is a 1959. This guitar is 7 years older than me, which is rare for a guitar. Got my Buckethead ticks. Anyone else catching the Buckethead show? Yes, I'm going to the one in Austin. I will be at the Buckethead. It seems like it's an annual event now. Oh, that's good coffee. How much was this? This isn't mine. This is a 24-hour loaner. These aren't super pricey. I looked them up before I came on here. And you can get, this is a 59. The 61 is identical. You can get one in pretty minty shape for around $3,000 off a Guitar Center used. So not super expensive. That's a very old Jack right there. We're going to leave that like that. Yeah, I'm borrowing it. It's a 24-hour loaner. It's a 59, a real 59. So the guy who owns this is a childhood chum of mine who I've known since the teenage years, the high school years. And he's had this since 1990. And as far as he knows, it's all original. And I think he's got the original case for it. And, you know, it's a great sounding guitar, huh? In fact, the guy who owns it is going to come by tomorrow, and I have a bunch of pedals and a bunch of blank pedal boards. And you can see some of them right there. And he's going to help me put together like one or more pedal boards and get that working. I have a whole bunch of gear here. I'm going to set up a bunch of cams. I'm going to build a few boards here. How's the hum on it? Oh, it's a Hummer. It's a single coil. Oh, the hum is strong. I don't have a gate. I probably have a small gate on right now. But on some of the real high-powered sounds, I had to put up a little bit of gate, a little extra gate, because it, you know, it's just like my single coils, you know. Sounds good, though. Is that had a free fret? I don't think so. The frets are not super big. I'm going to say no. I don't think it's ever been refretted. He believes it was all original as well. Like nothing changed on it at all. Original pots, original everything. The guitar does hit him with the Hine. Hit him with the Hine? The neck pickup sounds like this. What's up, Surf B? What's up, Terry? What's up, Ben? Tim, Mitch, Frank, Brian, Justin, Mark. My little out. Gotta get that. Little eye. Do I dig tortoiseshell pickguards? No. In fact, I'm going to do this guy a big favor. I'll some of this metal's a little tarnished. I'll probably, cover that in a lot of Brasso and take it out and throw it on the buffer wheel out in the garage. Maybe I'll rip this old dingy pickguard off and put a nice tread plate, like a nice metal tread plate on it. Get rid of these old tuners and throw, a nice set of robo tuners on there. Dress it up, just to pay him back a little bit. Throw an EMG in it. What's up, Brian? What's up, Scott? What's up, Max? Yeah, and paint it black. No, we'll go like a day glow yellow. Or, yeah, just to upgrade it a little. Give him a few upgrades. Yeah, routed for a Floyd. Exactly. It was good when it came here, but it's even gooder now. Try and turn it over again. I apologize if the jack is a little wonky. Could be. Just trying to give you a little bit better look at it. You can see it's got a couple of flakes missing off the back. Oh. I didn't even want to tune this thing. All right? That's how afraid of it I was. Think I'm going to tune it and the friggin' headstock's going to snap off. I'm going to say like a funny thing happened on the way to the live show. I got to watch out where I'm going here. I'm just trying to give you guys looks of the 59. That is an original 50. It weighs a ton. It is a boat anchor. I'm just telling you that right now. Yeah, and scallop the fingerboard, Richard. Yeah, exactly. And scallop the fingerboard. I mean, why not go all out, right? Throw some, maybe some LED inlays in it. See, great minds think alike. We really need some LEDs. Yeah, this is 60 years old. It does sound. I'm gonna just put this out there. It does sound good. So someone mentioned earlier about the new Gibson CEO did an interview with Tome and Music with a lovely fellow named Andrew Ferris, who is also known as the Guitar Geek. And he does a wonderful interview with the guy. And I got to say, I found it very, very encouraging. I really did. I was like, wow, this guy's really got his act together. He gets it. This guy gets it. And I encourage you to check it out. You know, I'm not going to steal their content and throw it up here and play excerpts of it as news. Just go and find that Toman interview with the CEO, with James Curley, or Curley from the new CEO for Gibson. I think he comes across really informed and really into it. And I tell you one thing he said that really, really resonated with me. And he was sort of like, you know, when did the guitar market become the car market, where it was like year by year, right? The 59, right? The 62. We're really into the year by year thing. And he felt like it was a little too much on their website. Their website was sort of broken down into all these different years. I mean, you could go back to like 2014 to some of their models, you know, on their old website. If you go to their website now, it's been really stripped down to like, these are our models. These are like guitars. And he was really coy about it, but somebody found an amp placeholder. In other words, there's no content on the page, but if you know the URL, it's not available, but if you know the URL, you can go to it, and there's an amplifier page. So is Gibson getting back into amplifiers? Discuss. Hey, what's up, Free Flow? My man. All right, this is for, what am I going to do for Free Flow? Street for a living, bitches only begun. This is literally coming back to me. Yeah, Todd says, yeah, they're going to make amps. How do you like that Orange Brent Heinz Terra? I love it. That's a really... Oh, Jesus. There. That amp kicks ass. Very rock amp. Very rock and roll. It's got the rock. It's got the rock to it. The rock and or roll. Yeah, I think that's what they want to do. They want to, like, not change year to year. What's up, Zombie Slayer? Gibson amps, right? Well, they probably look at Fender and say, why aren't we doing that too? You know? Play Kiss. All right. All right. What's up, JBN from Colorado? Black Sabbath riffs. Is this the right sound for that? Sounds like the Anthrax version. I really like that version. Right? She walks by moonlight. No one really knows. Though I'll tell you, I saw some early work with Kiss. Man, Peter, I don't know if he was drunk, but man, he was having some rough nights, man, keeping that beat down. It was like, damn. I mean, Gene's like looking at him and clapping his hands, going, dude, come on. You can make it. Oh, man. Yeah, early Peter. Then later on, he seemed to do better. You know, I was watching Kissology 1 the other day. Just out of the blue, I pulled it out. You going to see Buckethead this year? Yes, I am. I already got tickets. Yeah, someone said great vocals. I think that's what it was with Peter. Peter was a good singer, and they wanted another singer, so they brought him in. Will I ever get a PRS? I am. Yeah, in fact, I very recently. It's so funny you say that. I very recently was really looking. You know, a couple caught my eye. There's one. There's a couple that actually caught my eye, but they're not crazy. You know, it's not like I was like. I've had a couple that I would, if I had the money, I would just instantly jumped on it. Right? I haven't found one that's quite like those yet. Goes to show you how rare they are. You know, and again for the price I'm looking to pay, which is under $2,000, under 15 if I can. You know, that might be wishful thinking, but I think it's doable. I think it could happen. It's rare. It's hard. I'm not saying it's not difficult. I'm just saying it's not impossible. This guitar sounds so good, man. I know any Ministry? I don't. Sorry. Eric Carr was an amazing drummer. That's who I've seen the most. I saw most of my shows. I think I've seen them 6 times, 5 times with Eric Carr, and 1 time with Eric Singer. And I never saw them with Peter Criss. When they came back on their reunion tour, I was like at my brokest, right? I just got out of school, and I had like a ton of debt, and it's like I just couldn't afford it. Hey, what's up, Robert? Yeah, this is a 59. That's a 50. I'm so worried about doing anything to it. I'm like, I was paranoid tuning it. I'm like gonna break a tuning key, or I'm gonna like do something to it. I'm not a fan of borrowed guitars, but I will. Yeah, and the guy who owns it's coming back over tomorrow. So he knew he was coming here tomorrow, and he said, hey, look, I'm actually going to be in your town. He doesn't live in my town. He lives a few towns over. And he said, I'm actually going to be up in your area, and if you want, I'll drop off my 59, and I'll just pick it up tomorrow. I was like, dude, do it. Do it. And then it was all of a sudden it was here. If you got a modern headless guitar, what would it be? Oh, I don't know. Maybe something like that. Like a Steinberger, like that. Very inexpensive, like $400, and sound pretty damn good. Other than that, maybe Kiesel. I don't know much about the headless market. Sprayed green. Yeah, I mean, the pickup on this just sounds amazing. The whole thing just sounds good. It probably smells like cigarettes and death. It smells like death. The faint stench of death. Yeah, maybe cologne. No, it's like it's got an old stank to it. It smells like the Depression. Steve, I got my Steiny this week in white. Friggin' love it. Praise amazing, stays in tune perfectly, right? Yeah, those are nice little guitars, man. They really are. They really are. I have a really cool headless guitar for sale that I made myself after a failed guitar flip. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Attachment of strings extra. Yeah, it smells like Grandpa, right? Like Grandpa hasn't showered in 2 weeks. Yeah, strip club stank. No, that smells more like the Greek American club, or yeah, maybe the Italian or Irish American club. Oh, it's a club. It's a little Old Spice. What is it? Da, 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 crimson and clover. I forget it now. All right, I better look at this. Hello, Puerto Rico. What's up, Brian? I'm doing well. Yeah, you want to do it more? Someone says it sounds good. You know, considering it's got a modern sound. Let's try what else do we have here? I like that one. You like that one? Listen to the bass on that. You know. Grunge bands you enjoy listening to? Not really off the top of my head. I mean, the most famous one, of course, was Nirvana, and that's probably the most familiar band in that genre that I'm with. You know, that's the band in that genre I'm most familiar with is probably Nirvana. But yeah, and you know what? That came a little bit later. You know, in those years, I was listening, if anyone knows, I was listening to like Mike Stern ballads at that time. I was way away from rock. I was way into like jazz fusion and Mike Stern and John Scofield and Hiram Bullock. What is it? Yeah, that was sort of where I was at in like the early 90s to mid 90s, big time. And I was way into James Brown at the time. Going through a huge P-Funk, James Brown, that whole thing. All right, let's switch up tunes here. Okay, I think I'm going to need the pick. There's a few clams in there, but not bad. Anyway, Let me switch that one up. That's a little too heavy for this guitar. I like that. Or I think I like this one. Hey, it's got the little delay in one air. Yeah, same frets, same everything. Just a few clams, not too bad. Just a couple. Yeah, I believe original everything. Nothing changed. Hey, what's up, Tony? I got a good tweed sound. You know, I don't know about a tweed sound, but there is a good smurf, burf, boof, burf. Where the hell did it go? There was a... Is it this one? No, that's got distortion on it. Is it down in here? Yeah. Probably bring that level up a little bit. That's like their Class A. Where am I going here? I don't like to go through too many patches. Spend my time clicking mice. Anyway. Yeah, I think it's this one. Which is like a plexi and like a little a plexi and a boogie together at last. All right, I'm back here. I was away. Now I'm back. What's up, Absolute Mayhem? Hey, is that 5901 or a two-piece body? That's a good question. I'm going to say one. Yeah, I don't see any seams on it. Oop. I'm going to say one. I'm hitting my chord. Need something fuzzy, huh? All right, okay, all right, I aim to please. Someone's calling out the fuzz, saying, let's do the fuzz. Why aren't you doing the fuzz? And so forth. So I'm going to do the fuzz. So that's a tube 9. Can I replace with the fuzz, or I can't? All right, hold on. Hold your horses. Getting past the cat. Oh, we have hit the fuzz section. All right, hold on. Oh, God, I just saved your life with that one. All right. This is what they call the fat muff. I'm going to turn off the tube 9. We could bring that drive up a hair. That was called the Fat Muff. Now, that I think I can replace with everything inside the muff. No? Jesus. No, wow. They treat that as a distortion. How dare you? How about if I bring in the Fuss Race? Not a fuzz face. That'd be crazy. Not very strong. That's the drive all the way up. I'm going to put the level all the way up. Nah. How about this is the fuzz blend? That's more promising. All right, last one, I think. Or do we have two more? No, last one is the Tune Fox. Oh, God, no. Oh, it's got an octave. No. I think so far I like the Big Muff, the Fat Muff. Right? Yeah, that one. And then, of course, if we're going to do it right and, you know, really do it up, I think, don't we kind of have to sort of maybe put like a Univibe in front of that? Something like that. All right, where'd you guys go? All right, there you are. Wait, no, wrong one again. Damn it. Look at me, I'm whacked out on drugs. That sound was a drug back in the 60s. Damn! Oh. Yeah, no neck pickup on this one. They didn't do that. This is the necklace. Les Paul Jr. You had to buy the real one. You had to buy the full-blown one if you wanted the neck pickup. Thoughts on Katana Artist? The Katana is a really great amp. And the Artist, I'm sure, is absolutely killer. I think it sounds amazing. How thick is the fretboard? Fretboard is, I don't know if you can really see it there. Can you see that? No. See, sometimes the light is almost like too bright and it's like just too like reflective. It's standard. I wouldn't say it's any thicker or thinner than any more modern guitar. You know, it's not like it's a super thick slab because it's a 59, but it's heavy. I'm gonna say that it's a bit of a bit heavy. You know. Yo. Did someone else show up? Hold on. Let's look through here. We got a few people. I'm just backing through a little bit. All right, hold on. Where's my picture? There it is. I can see myself. All right, so a lot of people have been asking me in the chat tonight if I'm going to get THU. If I had $1 for every time someone said, "Are you going to get TH2?" I'd be doing pretty well this week. Be pretty good. Yeah, I got it. You're listening to it right now. I'm going through THU. So THU, it's got a bunch of new stuff in it. One of the things it has, let me just go, this is a new, where's a new patch? Like, I think, it's got a whole, like, atmosphere section right now, and there's one. But I think what its big thing, you can search the stuff. It's an incremental update. It's not a massive change, and it comes a lot sooner than the last time. So when we went from TH2 to TH3, it was a 5-year gap. I want to say this was a 3-year gap. It could have even been 2, but I think it was 3. So it's coming a little sooner. It's not as a massive change as it was from the last time. You can search the... so some of the things they've added that are good is we've got new amps and all this stuff. You can search the patches now, which is cool. Still can't favorite them, though, or score them like some other systems have, where you can actually rate the patch. Still no MP3 player. They did update the looper, but I find it just as confusing. One thing they did add that I think has so far been pretty kick-ass is this new rig system. So that's one of the rigs. And I added a little bit of delay and reverb. The rig by itself sounds... Right, with a little bit of reverb. Right, and then a little bit of delay. So that rig is actually a 6505. I think that sounds a lot like a 6505. I've found that the rigs inside this rig system now, what is the rig system? It's really, oh, thanks. Someone threw something up. Awesome playing me. What's your opinion on Martin or Taylor guitars? You ever owned one in the past, or it's something you're not into? I would have owned one. They're a little pricey for me. I've owned a Larrivee, which I really dug. But Martin or Taylor are both amazing instruments. I mean, you can't really go wrong with either one of those brands. They're really, really, top quality. Of those two, I might lean a little bit more towards... Well, it really depends on whether you want the old or the new. The old is like the Martin, more traditional, and the new is more like Taylor, more modern. So, in the end, I think you can't go wrong with either one. All right, let me get back to the chat here if I can. There we go. So, I mean, for a 6505, I think that's that's really good. So what is that? It's a profiler. They can't really say that. Everyone's really scared right now to talk about it. But because they're scared of Kemper. They're worried about using the word profiling and profiler and stuff like that. So, but I think basically what it is exactly that. I think it's a profiler. I think it's meant to bring in the sound of amps, and they have a bunch of amps you can buy. I don't have anything outside of what it came with, but it came with some pretty good. It came with some pretty good ones built right in. Let me see if I can bring that up. Yeah, that's the Bugara. Versus the Peavey. All right, and then there's a whole bunch in here, like a Black Star, kind of muffled, right? Kind of does sound like a Black Star. Channel 3 on the Bugara. Channel 2 on the Bugara, you know. One of the cool ones, if I can find it, is the Frame is Clean. And then they had like a frame, it's like a pushed. Oh, pretty good. I like this one. That might be one of my favorite of the new patches. And I don't even know, it could be in the old rig and I just didn't find it, but I find that hard to believe. I was pretty militant going through all the patches. All right, let me get back to the group here. Jeez, I'm looking at everything but the chat group here. See ya. Have a good night, Evil Homer. This guitar just completely vibrates when I play it. Yeah, this is the updated one, Blackie. This is THU, but it's pretty much the same thing. One good thing is that I loaded a bunch of my TH3 patches in it, and they sounded the same. There's a huge worry about that you're going to load your old patches into a new system, and they're not going to sound the same, right? Because they tweak something. Something isn't exactly the same. And that'll make you mental. I'm looking your way, Guitar Rig. So Guitar Rig 3, had they used IRs. When they got to Guitar Rig 4, they dumped IRs and went with their own internal emulation system, which was garbage. Everything sounded muffled. It was terrible. Guitar Rig 5, they went running back to IRs again, but the damage was done. If you had patches from Guitar Rig 3, they just didn't sound good in Guitar Rig 4. One cool thing about THU, it's going to be hard to get used to that. Why not TH4? I don't get it. But at the very least, THU is, the identical, it seems, engine as to the prior one. So the same patch sounds identical in the new software versus the old one. What is the value for the 59? These aren't super expensive. I think around $3,000. Though a 59 might be more. I saw a 61 that looks exactly like this. I mean, identical in every way to this model. And it was $3,000. And it was in great shape. It was minty. Yeah, is that what it's for? Is it for universal because it's going to be on multi-platform? Maybe. That could be a good theory. So I think the upgrade is, what is it, $60 or $70 if you go from TH3 to THU. I want to say it's $120 if you go from TH2 to THU. And if you bought it within like the last 30 days, it's free. It's a free upgrade. So if you bought TH3, I think after like January 5th or something like that, it's a free upgrade. Yeah. Hey, you like that, Aljon? That's a 59, buddy. That's a 59. I'm sure you've played vintage instruments. You know, you're in the position where you can, you know, run into them on occasion. But it's heavy. It's got some weight to it. Have a good one, Robert. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Yeah, but that's on reverb, Todd. The reverb is full of dreamers, it seems. Zero listing fees brings out a lot of dreamers. Is that a thin or a baseball bat type neck? I wouldn't quite call it baseball bat. I mean, it's not, you know, like the Jeff Beck neck or anything like that. It's not that crazy. I would say it's sort of like a medium C. You know, I'll bet a lot of people who would play this neck would call it a 60s neck. They wouldn't call it 50s. It's not that deep. You know, it's not that deep. It gets a little thicker as you go up, though. Down here, though, it's thin. 10 pounds heavy? I don't know. Where's my scale? It's up there. I'll weigh it. Ever thought about doing your own label brand guitar? Yeah, maybe. Sure. Maybe a Sig model? A Sig Kramer? Come on, Aljon. Let an old man live a dream. Boy, that does sound good, huh? Listen to that. It really does sound great. When are you getting a JV, Japanese vintage Strat? I had a JV. I didn't have the JV one. I had the SQ, which was right after the JV series, and it had the larger headstock. It was the 70s model. It was nice, but that actually had a kind of a chunky neck on it. And they're not made of ash. They're made of sen ash, which is not really ash, but it's ash-like. And so it was lighter, right? It was a little bit lighter than ash. So, you know, it was cool. I wound up selling it. I had it for 2 or 3 years. Yeah, the SFB one. SFB guitars. A signature C from Boston Kramer, exactly. It's shaped like that. It literally, that's the body. Right? And there's the neck, right? Like two horns at the bottom. You know you got the CNC machine to do it. And with that kind of handcrafting, it was only an $8,000 list. It was like, yikes. And that was the Epiphone. TH3 looks like it can make amp profiles like a Kemper. Yeah, so I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. And I'm telling you right now, I am not at liberty to talk about it, but I have had a few software vendors come to me and say that they're working on something like that. Something where it listens to it. They can't call it profiling. And Kemper has a patent on the process. The process and how they do it has to be a little different to get around their patent. But teams of scientists are working on it. Right? Yeah, diminished. Steve, can you still open TH3 separately? Yeah, I just loaded it up, and now they're both there. They're both just side by side. FFB, now you can rock like Steve, exactly. Our motto is no, you rock. I'm getting text bombed here. Yeah, you got it. You got it, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. No, one for the burger, too. One for the burger, too. It's just that, it's a tricky week. Kids are home from school next week, so, like, this week, next week's crazy. But I'm going to get one up real soon. Absolutely. But when a 59 Les Paul Jr. shows up, you got to make room for that. It weasels. It has a way of weaseling its way in to the lineup. Okay, so Aljon says more lefties coming out this year. That's good news. I have a lot of Southpaw friends that lament that. They're always like, yeah, you're getting one, but the lefty community gets left out. Without a hint of irony. Getting live text bombed. Yeah, not from you. Okay, good to know. happened to WT7? I don't know what that is. WT7? Yeah, we were talking earlier, Aljon, about the CEO interview with Tolman, which I thought was really good. Very, very positive, very encouraging. And, I just thought, just hit all the right notes throughout the whole thing. I was really impressed and encouraged. It was a great interview. Really, really good. We were talking about that earlier. What else? What else do I have on my agenda? Did I actually write a few things down? I think I did. I think I might have a new Volar on the way. They reached out to me, and I think I'm definitely going to Summer NAMM. Summer NAMM is a go. And I think I'm going to do the Dallas International Guitar Festival again. There's been a lot of talk about that. I think I'm going to go and attend that. And I had a lot of fun there last year. I'll make another go of it this year. So one other thing I wanted to ask you guys, and we might as well take a poll on it right now, and that is I was contacted by the guys who do boutique amp distribution. I don't know if you're familiar with them. Let me see if I can bring up. Yeah, let me see if I can bring up their stuff here on another tab. Yeah. I can bring that over here, and then if I choose that, can I hit? Yeah. There we go. All right. Well, hold on to your butts. I'm gonna try. We're trying something new here. I think I can go here. Hey, look at that. It's like I know what I'm doing. Anyway, this is boutique amp distribution, and these are the brands they carry. So obviously they carry a bunch of different brands, and they reached out to me and they're like, hey, would we do some work with you? I was like, sure, let's do something. And these are the brands under the umbrella. And, it's so wide open. He's like, well, what do you want to do? Where do you want to start? And just off the top of my head, I think I said Morgan and maybe Wampler, just because I know both those guys and they've always been super nice, especially Joe Morgan. Just a super, super nice guy. I really love that guy. And I love his amps, too. That's an easy fit. But, I got to sort of figure out, what am I doing here? Well, I got to prioritize because I have too many brands. So, if we had to choose, so I'm definitely saying Morgan, all right? So, of the other brands you're seeing right now, any preferences on what you'd like to see? Are you leaning Friedman? Are you leaning Egnator? Are you leaning Diesel? Are you leaning Bogner or Tone King? Oh, think about it. The only reason, and I see someone already threw up Diesel, the only reason why I would say Synergy is the other one. Yeah, Synergy. That's the other big one too, the Synergy stuff. Ryan says, dude, Friedman is your jam. You are a Friedman guy. You might be right. I'm seeing another vote for Friedman, another vote for Friedman, another vote for Friedman, another vote for Diesel. So far I'm seeing Friedman and Diesel, and that Synergy, I'm like that Synergy. Summer NAMM is in Nashville. That is true. It's in July this year. Friedman, dude, another Friedman. Egnator, curious about those. All right. Diesel. Morgan, my name is Morgan, so I go for Morgan. Friedman, Egnator, Bogner, Morgan. Egnator, Diesel, Tone King. Tough one to decide. See, that's why I had to do this, because it was tough. I say, Morgan, Wampler, Friedman, Egnator, Wampler. You put Wampler in there twice because it's so good. Friedman, Soldano, that's right. They are doing Soldano now. Morgan and Friedman, Bogner. So I think Friedman is running away here with it. Egnator, Synergy, Friedman, Morgan, Synergy, Tone King, Friedman, Friedman, Tone King, Bogner, Tone King, Friedman, but Wampler. Okay, Wampler. Another Friedman, Dieselman, well, of course. Egnator man, Tweaker man. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing a lot of Friedman out there. Diesel and Friedman, Morgan. Okay. Friedman, dang it. And Synergy, didn't Synergy have a module amp? Yeah, that's what it is. Synergy is a module amp system that takes these modules. In fact, Randall used to license the technology, but they don't have it anymore. And the guy who developed it owns it now, and he calls himself Synergy. And I believe in those old Randall ones will work. They're like interchangeable. So it just got rebranded, but it's the same tech. Another Friedman, another Soldano, another Friedman. Anything but Friedman. You're in a very small group there. You're in a lonely place right now. Tone King, Friedman, Crate, well, of course. Friedman. The Gorilla. The Ram amp. Remember Ram? That was garbage too. Another Friedman. All right. Phantom Riffs. Hey, thanks, buddy. Hell yeah, I'll see you in Dallas. I'm going to the RNA Music on the 2nd. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be there, man. I'm going to be in Dallas for the Dallas show. Oh, hey, who is that? Wait a second. Who was that? Hey, what's up, Sean? What's up, buddy? Check this out, Sean. I got a genuine... Oh, hold on. I'm still on my... So I think the winner on this was, I'm going to say Friedman by far was number one. Probably followed by Diesel. Probably followed by like Morgan and Wampler in there. So I'll let him know. I'm declaring Friedman the winner. Probably followed by Diesel, Morgan, and Wampler. All right. Sorry, Bogner. So bad. Check this out, buddy. That's a 59. That's a real one. It's not mine, though. Just a loaner. So just a bit of a loan. There we go. It's got a great tone, though. All right, we'll try and do that. Yeah, I would say Friedman won. Is it Bobby's? It is not Bobby's. Bobby's not a vintage guitar guy. If Bobby owned this, it would have a scallop neck and be painted like Dayglow yellow. And, have a big fat EMG in it. Yeah, right, Sean? Look at that thing. It's like a piece of furniture there, man. It's really nice. It's got a bit of a clicky jack, but, I mean, it's a one-piece body. I haven't done that in a few years. This guitar is actually older than me, which is pretty rare for me, considering my advanced age. And senility. Now, this is a loaner from a buddy of mine that I've known since high school. And he's, he moved on into software. But, he still plays. And he's coming over tomorrow to help put together some... he's way into pedal boards, and I don't really do pedal boards. And I have so much pedal board crap here. He's going to come over tomorrow and help me put together a bunch of pedal boards, or at least one pedal board. I'll bet we can do more than one, but we'll see. We'll start with one and move from there. And he had business in my town today, so he said, hey, I'll drop off my 59. I'll pick it up tomorrow. And I said, sure. Does Bobby still have the Ibanez gems? I think he does. What patch am I using now? That's a great question. I am using Behave Lead. See, Gatoic. It sounds so good, doesn't it? How dare you? How dare you not listen to me when I'm talking to you? It's heavy. I haven't weighed it yet, but I'll throw it on the scale and we'll talk about it next time. It's up there. I'm gonna say it's north of 9. So definitely north of 8. This could be north of 9 pounds. And he's got the original hard shell case too. OHC. What's up, Chad? Hard to believe it. I've never owned a Kramer. You've never owned a Kramer Krell bar? Really? Because you're a guy, not at my age. You're definitely younger, but it seemed like you could be of the age where Kramer would be a thing. Yeah, right? Steinberger. See? B. Polsky's got it right. He figured it out. Steinberger. Is he making a call for it? Sean Tubbs finally put out a compilation album of his demo songs. It's pretty good. Carlson. Yeah, I bought it. And you can name your own price, so I gave a few bucks more, guys. I mean, come on. He's asking. I felt he had underpriced it a bit. I'm thinking it's in the $10 to $15 range. But, it starts at $7. You can name your own price from there. Buy the Kramer SM1 or it's a loaner. Got artist pricing on it. I kind of lucked out. So I think it's going to be staying here for a while. I can't get artist pricing on this one. Man, this guitar sounds good, huh? I like it. Hey, what's up, Lou? Yeah, I wouldn't mind owning some vintage stuff. It's just, it's kind of pricey. The only Gibson I've owned was the Charville Design Super Strat, the SR71. I think I remember that, right? It was a Strat style for like 1 year, maybe 87 or 88, right? Because Kramer was just kicking ass back then. They every manufacturer felt like they had to respond. Fender came out with the heavy metal Strat. I mean, Kramer was just kicking everyone's ass at the time. I mean, it was a beatdown. For the longest time, year after year, month after month, when they would do the listings at the back of the guitar for the practicing musician, they would list like the top sellers, and Kramer had that #1 spot like year after year. They probably bought it. Who knows? But the fact is that swayed a lot of public opinion Kramer's way. It really did. They were so freaking hot back then. Yeah, right, Sean? Imagine if it had 2 pickups. The tonal possibilities. Imagine if it had 2 pickups and a switch. It does sound stupid good though, right? Little Lydian action for you. I have a 1988 Kramer Sustainer. That's a rare one. The Ripley's a rare one. We had a Ripley in stock at the store. You know, we sold the Kramer Pacer Imperial. We sold the Kramer Pacer Deluxe. We sold the Beretta. We sold the Night Swan. We had the Stage Masters. We had the Custom 1. We had the Custom 2. Did they make a Showmaster? I want to say it was a Stage Master, and they made another one, or the Assault, right? That came very late. There are a few out there. Yeah, it doesn't hurt when Eddie endorsed Kramer. That was huge, but more than that, they had a technology that no one else had, and no one else could get because of an exclusive contract, and that was the Floyd Rose. If you wanted a Floyd Rose, you had to buy a Kramer. Period. End of story. There was no other way around it. And that drove more people to Kramer than anything else. Nobody else had a locking nut. The lock was right behind it. All those Charvels, until they licensed it by Floyd Rose, behind the nut. All those Kahlers, behind the nut. Those Ibanez ones, behind the nut. The only one that had the locking nut would be licensed by Floyd Rose to them, like the Ibanez Edge. You know, Ibanez just threw in the towel and said, we'll license it. And the same with, who else had a licensed Floyd Rose at the time? Edge was the real big one. Jackson licensed to be able to put the lock at the nut. Hey, Sean, I just booked Summer NAMM. I hope to see you there, buddy. And I'm going to go to the Dallas Guitar Show. That's probably less likely, but if you are there, say hello. But I'm definitely going to Summer NAMM, too. F sharp there. What's up, Citizen Kane? Wish Hamer was good luck again, like back then. Yeah, I tried a Hamer Flying V. The day I bought the Fender The Strat, that was 81, like late November of 81. Oh, that's impossible, Sean. Well, you probably know all the cool places to get a beer and some hot chicken down there. That's Rosewood. That's Rosewood. That's definitely Rosewood. Without a doubt. Did you guys see Paul Stanley's hair catch on fire the other day? I saw the video on Facebook. Got to admit, the guy just plowed right through, man. Guy's a pro. Is the cat outside? No, cat's not. I think they're both upstairs. It's pretty mild out, actually, though. Not too bad. I don't know Midnight Maniac by Crocus. What was that? Right? Something like that. Bought my 72, 80, SG and 85 for 500. Yeah, that's about right. An 85. Greetings in Quincy. PS was awesome, yeah. Yeah, right? That hair was fake. I know. No, it's going up like it's made out of rayon. Man, that was, I tell you, man, he just went right through it. He just stood there, Firehouse. I mean, look, I'm just saying, it's just a tragedy that they weren't singing either Firehouse or Hotter Than Hell. I'm just saying. Is it gonna snow? See, no. We're getting a little mild here. I don't think we're gonna see any snow here. We do see snow in March, but do you still have the Kramer Pacers signed by Steel Panther? Yes, I do. So that wasn't Paul Stanley, that was a tribute band? It was a look-alike? Because it looked like a pretty big stage. I mean, for a copy band, it looked like a pretty large venue. So I just assumed it was, unless that's what the tribute bands are getting these days, pretty, big. It looked like a pretty big house. Not Paul Stanley. It was a look-alike. Man, this guitar sounds good, man. Bonus points for Gryffindor if you know what. If you know who wrote that riff. It's a cat squirting piss on your stuff again. No, they actually sell a pheromone that you can spray around that supposedly cuts it down. But I just haven't let him. I've been pretty militant about keeping. He won't do it upstairs. It's only down here. It's something about he gets down in this basement, and he just goes to town. It's like, get the hell out of here with that, But upstairs, he's fine. Coots gets it. 10 points for Gryffindor. See? Aljon gets it. Living Color, yeah. Tribute band was called Hairball. Wow. Damn. Oh, I could play this one all night. Yeah, it sounds awesome. Time for a change, perhaps one without a headstock. Yeah, should I switch up for the? I see the only reason why I say no. would be that this guitar goes back tomorrow, and then it's unlikely to be back here ever again. The Steinberger, it's going to be here a while. So, I'll have plenty of time to demo that guitar and play it in live shows and do all that, in the future. So, that's the only reason why I'm reluctant to change guitars, because, first of all, this guitar is kicking major ass. I mean, the only way from this tone is down, right? I mean, hey, is that Mark from Tone Talk? Oh, I think he went by real fast on me here. Let me scroll back just hey, it is. What's up, buddy? How could it be, and I know that it's so, how can it be that we were both at NAMM and we didn't see each other? I mean, it's so crazy. But I know this show is so huge, but it's like, I'm seeing photos of you, and you're probably seeing photos of me. It's like, how the hell did we miss each other? But it happens. The show is enormous, I tell you what, it's given me a newfound respect for vintage guitars. One of the biggest disappointments of my life was playing a 57 Strat. It had a neck like a baseball bat. It was all checked. It's a terrible setup, terrible playing guitar. And I'm coming from like, at the time I had a Kramer like Pacer Imperial American with the beak headstock with the 3D raised, right? That one that looked 3D, not the large to small. It's like the 86 year, right? The neck on that was just butter. So I'm going from this neck that's like so playable to this 57. Oh my God, what a disappointment. But this has got a gorgeous neck on it. This is real nice. We need to set time to meet you two people at NAMM, right? I know, right? It's like the next thing you know, you turn around and the show's over. Though I missed one whole day. I got, we're on the fence whether it was food poisoning or a stomach bug. It could have been a stomach bug, but yeah, I spent Thursday and Friday, pretty much all of Thursday night and Friday morning, like in my hotel room throwing up all night, and then spent Friday in my room crying like a bitch all day. And then finally I went out Friday night and got a little food in me. But yeah, I had a slow start to NAMM, so I missed all of Friday. I was there Thursday and went home sick Thursday night, and then Friday I was out all day, and then I went back Saturday and Sunday. I'm doing Summer NAMM, though. You doing Summer NAMM? Or the Dallas Guitar Show? I'm doing that, too. I think we're saying it wasn't Paul Stanley Surf B. I think they're saying it was a cover band, a tribute band. I feel like I got to get rid of that delay. Now I'm bringing the delay back. I like delay. Let me make sure I'm not missing people. Goes by a little fast sometimes. I'm just one man trying to read it. What's up, James Murphy? No beers for me. I'm doing the coffee, but even my coffee's gone. Damn. Yeah, pyro issue. Yeah, you would think they wouldn't have a pyro issue with the real guy. Bobby Jensen of Hairball. It was not a wig, and it was not the first time. Damn. Oh, thanks, Sean. I try. I try to know a few of them. This axe is ripping. I don't have the fingers for that one. Why do guitar players move their lower jaw when they play a riff? I think that there is an absolute relationship between a language and playing a musical instrument. I think it's pushing a lot of the same neurons in your brain. And then a lot of times, I think if you ask a player who's like been playing a long time and it starts to get a little second nature, they would tell you that it's more akin to talking, where you don't really think about it, you just do it, than it is to actually like working out each little, like micromanaging each little note. Just like you don't think about each individual letter in the word, right? You don't micromanage it that hard. So it's, I think it's just your brain messing with you. Heading out, Aljon? Is that what he said there? Oh, he says we're making a bunch of them. Nice. Nice. Yeah, not everyone does it. Yeah. Only the geniuses. You know who does it a lot too is Rabia. I will be at Summer NAMM. Oh, awesome, buddy. Well, gee, now we can make up for Winter NAMM, and it's a lot harder to hide at Summer NAMM and to avoid, miss each other. So yeah, no, that's awesome. It's fantastic, man. All right, Sean, thanks, buddy, man. Thanks for hanging out. No, you're the man. No, you rock. And if you guys don't know Sean, I really recommend you check out his channel. And I really strongly recommend, and I don't know if he's done a video on it yet or has a link on his channel, but he just came out with a little EP. It's 15 songs long, so it's like an LEP. And it's an EPL. And it's a lot of like I don't know, I'd say 1.5 minute to 3 minute songs. Most of them are in the 2 to 2.5 minute range. And they're like demo stuff, but it's really well done. It's stuff he had done for demos, and then he went back and had it remixed and remastered. I bought a copy, and I really dig it. So I recommend you check that out. Give Sean a little plug on that, because it's worth it. It's a really, really good one. Besides, I like to support the local musicians. So I found a Circus magazine. Yeah, you heard me. Circus magazine from 1982. And what's all the rage in there in the feedback section is people hating on Ozzy for biting the head off the bat. Like that must have happened several months earlier, and people wrote in, and now it's in that issue. And it's just really, really interesting to look at that 1982 issue of Circus magazine. I was like, damn, that's bringing me back. What's up, MHB Jr.? You know, I haven't seen MB215 in here. Jeez, I haven't seen him for a while. It's almost like my team won the Super Bowl and he hasn't been back since. I am running through software, John. I'm running through THU. No, Robert. I know he bit the dove, but someone threw a bat on stage, right? And he bit the bat, which he didn't realize. So he thought it was a rubber bat, and he had to wind up getting a bunch of rabies shot. That's the event they were talking about. They were talking about the biting of the bat on stage. Just had the worst flu of my life. 10 days to get over it. Man, that does sound that bad. Remember Kiss bubblegum cards? I had the Kiss cards. Big time. Big time. Yeah, you just pick up Guitar for the Practicing Musician. I have, and I'm not making this up, I have the very first issue. I have the premiere issue. That's how old I am. Of Guitar for the Practicing Musician. It showed up at the Bentley Smoker across from Berkeley in like October of 1983. And by the spring of 84, it was like my new favorite magazine because it had Tab in it. I never played the Beatles, really? I need somebody, not just anybody. You know, I need someone. Right to the 3 chord. Did we say sing the Beatles? No. What's a 59 Junior worth? They're not a ton of money. They're basically like $3 grand, $4 grand. Some people were saying that on Reverb they're up to about $8 grand, but that's Reverb. That's the bubble that is Reverb. Have you had a chance to meet Rick Beato? Yeah, I saw him at GitCon, and then I saw him again at this past NAMM show. Said hello. He was with Tim Pierce. can find one of these online, Dave. This one isn't mine, though. I doubt it's for sale. Is that tone one of your presets or THU? I think this is THU, and I might have tweaked it, though. I've been known to tweak. This is called Behave Lead. B-E-H-A-V-E. Lead. Behave Lead. Yeah, I was never much into cream. Never did cream. I was more into circus because it was, I mean, let's face it was like goddamn Tiger Beat for metalheads. Really. Yeah, Hit Parade was okay. Helps if you hit the right note. Were you addicted to Playboy? Playboy was lame. Penthouse was where it was at. Steve, do you like Larry Carlton? I love Larry Carlton. Room 335, right? Something like that. Did you go to Berkeley for your music education? Yeah, but I only went one semester in between years in high school. I went there between my junior and senior year in high school, and I took a thing called career exploration. Or I might have even done the short semester. They do a condensed semester, because I remember there was one that was a little bit cheaper. It was more of like a test everything out, and one that was you got a private lesson every week, and it was more ensembles and stuff. And that one was a couple more weeks. A couple of my friends there were gone. All of a sudden I showed up and they weren't even there anymore. And that went like, instead of 5 weeks, I think it went 7 weeks, like a 7-week program. Does sound sick, huh? Yeah, you wanted to, I was showing it closer, but someone asked if I'd show it again. Sure. Looking good. I tell you, just looking in the camera, I'm going to say, It looks pretty damn good. Now, my jack was buzzing a little bit earlier. Ah, there it goes. So, sorry. All right. That's it. Yeah, a guy could get used to that, huh? Oh, a guy could get used to that. That's what 50. That's what. And now here's the thing. What did this sell for in 1959? As I understand it, I could have sworn the original 1959 Gibson Les Paul might have sold for. I think you could. They were selling to dealers for about $250, and I think they were going up on the shelf around like $350, $399, which was a pretty decent markup. I wonder what these were going for. It's like, what did this sell for new in 1959? You know, was it $199? Was it $249? Was it $299? Gotta remember, it's 1959. You can buy a gallon of gas for probably 15 cents. And, a loaf of bread for like 15 cents. A gallon of milk for like 15 cents. It was all 15 cents back then. Steve, talk about the orange gear behind you. Yeah, so orange, and I feel bad. In fact, I talked to him at the NAMP show because I felt bad. It takes a lot for me to record amps, but I have a bunch of amps here. This side, I got the Brent Hines. I have a Dark Terror here. That's a CR120 right there. The Crush, right there. The Crush 120, and I got a little Micro Crush like right there, and there's a few like behind me. I'm going to do some demos on all of them, just one by one. It's just one thing. And like this week, which would be a week I would be able to do it, my kids are home all week. They're home every day. Now, one of these days, they're going to go, out to do something for the day with my wife. My wife's on vacation all week, too. So I should get a day to try and get something recorded, but yeah, it's on my to-do list. $260. Okay, $260. Yeah, I wasn't born yet either in '59. Thoughts on Orange Pedal Baby 100? It looks intriguing, right? And they're not the first entry in the market. I know Duncan has made something like that. There's a few people out there with small ones. I guess the difference is that theirs, I think, is Class AB and not Class D. So, might give you a little bit warmer sound than what most other of the little micro units are doing. All right, $250 in 1959 was $2,200 now. Yeah, it's about right. Oh, man. The Brent Hines does sound killer. Phantom Riff says the Brent Hines sounds killer. It does. I've already played through it a couple of times. It sounds amazing. In fact, this would be a good guitar to play through. I should take a couple of shots of this guitar in front of it, do a little bit of, guitar and amp porn. This belongs to a buddy of mine who stopped by today and dropped it off. He's coming by tomorrow. We're going to build a few pedal boards. So he dropped it off this afternoon, and he's going to pick it up tomorrow when he comes by. He's going to come by about 1 in the afternoon, and hopefully we'll get a few pedal boards done. Is it really 8:46? Oh my God. Okay, I feel like I was just in a time warp. Yeah, no, these are not jumbo frets. No. Nope, these are medium at best. These are not the big, and it's very low action. It's a little tough for me to bend. I'm not fix that jack for him. I'm not touching this thing. All I need to do is like mess with some solder connection and be like, you ruined it. Is that the guy crossing the schoolyard that owns that guitar? No. Whose last name began with an R? No. Is it SR? No, different guy. Guy I went to high school with. Oh, I'm sure it's fixable, but I won't touch it. Not me. Yeah, but it's the $8,000 one from Japan. Those guys are crazy like that. I meant to ask you when I saw you at NAMM, but how far are you from Lawrence? I'm a bit. That's up on the North Shore, and I'm more like Southwest Corridor. So yeah, Lawrence is a little bit of a drive. They're up closer to the New Hampshire border, and I'm more like Southwestern. Oh, what is the pedal right here? This is the new. That is the new Rev G4. The old Rev G4. I'm trying to get it in focus here. The old Rev G4 right there. And and I got the G3 right next to it. There's the G3. There's the G3 right next to it. So the thing with the G3 and the G4 is very tight. Right? It's for your chugga-to-chugga-tis. The G4 is looser, more sag. I think for guys who like my style of playing, they'll like the G4 a lot more than the G3. The G3 is good, but it's it's almost more for like a detuned style guitar, a guitar that's down below E flat, or more for rhythm playing. I just really feel like the G4 is more in my wheelhouse for the type of sound I like, the type of distortion I like. It's a very focused sound with the G3, much looser with the G4. It's a distortion. You planning on to use your pedal board through THU? Probably. I might make one just for THU. you can set up a pretty straightforward sound. It's pretty much how those all those new pedal amps are working, right? So all it is just a loudness platform just to take the sound of, keep it warm and, you know, sounding good, but just super clean and super transparent. Set up an amp like that and then run the pedal board into it. It sounds great. I get better sound out of that than I do trying to mic an amp or run it through the, you know, it's a lot more work to try and run it out through a, well, I'll give you a good example, the fuzz pedal. I ran the fuzz pedal, you know, through an amp. I said, you know, let me run it through like the Hughes and Kettner and I'll mic it up, which is exactly what I did. Or I ran it through the, I ran it through the reload box. And man, people hated it. I got rid of that. I ran the fuzz directly into my pedal patch that I have set up for my pedals. And everyone said immediately it sounded much, much better right out of the gate. So there's something to be said about just a very straightforward, very plain, you know, transparent sort of, you know, front end, back end really for this stuff. I'm playing through THU. Yeah, cutting through my arm. Right there, see it? You know, we're gonna be down to the bone soon. Hope the wife and kids are doing well. Can't wait to meet up with you in the summer. Yeah, man, are you coming back up here over the summer? I'm going to be down in Nashville in July. That's not too far from you, right? Maybe a quick plane ride? But yeah, if you're going to be up in the area, man, absolutely. Absolutely, man. All right, what do we got? 8:54. A few more minutes. If you guys have any last minute questions. Someone asking about THU compared to like the HD 500. I like THU or TH3. I can't even say THU. It's so new. It's hard for me to even like switch my brain on that yet. I've been saying TH3 for so long. But yeah, you know, it's you know. Well, I better not do that. I don't want to hurt his pot. €59, but I think it was $69, if I remember correctly. What does the old case look like for that guitar, Steve? It doesn't, you know, it looks like a Gibson case. It's black. The top is slightly raised along the neck area on the top, but the actual face of it is kind of flat. Looks like a standard wooden guitar case. You know, it's got a tiny bit of an arch up the neck, right, on the top, but it's just black Tolex, you know, with buckles. And it says Gibson on the front of it. So... Steve, the source of music for your NAMM slow-mo vids. Those were from a place called Audio Blocks, And I think one or two of them, I actually changed them up a little bit. Actually slowed them down and sped them up because I was tired of them getting flagged for copyright and having to go and say, no, I own the copyright. I literally licensed this. I paid you money for this. But it's like, it's all done by computer. And they're like, that's been flagged. And I have to go, and then they never get back to me. And I'm like, they're taking away my friggin', all my stuff. It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, anyway. All right, guys. Well, we're getting down here in the last minute. See, what do you think of the Boss Katana? I love my Boss Katana. And I tell you, I also really dug that Next Tone. Tried one of those at NAMM. I really dug the sound of that. Thought it was pretty damn good. Just in these last couple of minutes, I could talk real quick. I may have a new Volar on the way at some point. I'll know more in the future, but trying to get one to come here and stay. And I checked out a bunch out at the NAMM show, and maybe between now and Summer NAMM, I'll get one here for permanent residency. Next Tone was generic to you, didn't like it? Yeah? All right. It happens. How often do you do the live streams? Like every other week. Try to do 2 a month. Definitely 1 a month. Try to do 2 if I can. You probably went over this 1,000 times, how to get your audio into the live stream. Believe it or not, I have to run the Focusrite. I've run everything through the Focusrite and then out of the Focusrite and into the audio and on the computer. It's almost like a weird little loop. And then I just tell the software, look to the loop, and I use OBS is the software. And I use that for the streaming. So I should have a marathon show some night. Yeah. I don't know. I can go a while, man. Hey, Navajo John 55. What's up, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. How's it coming, man? Check this out, dude. It's a genuine 59. 59 Les Paul Jr. It's pretty sick. But I'm just wrapping it up. I don't know if you were just showing up, if you've been here for a little bit, but... Hold on here. There we go. There we go. All right, dudes. Well, it's 9:01. I didn't know. It's not mine. It's not mine, Navajo John. It's a loaner. I only got it for 24 hours. A buddy of mine brought it over. But it's sick. It's got the crazy weight, But I was actually just about to wrap up. I probably should. Yeah, people, it's a little after 9. My poor reps, the mods have been here all night. I know. You just got here. I know. I will. I will. You know, I switched phones. You might have to email me with your stuff because I don't have the phone. So you got my email. All right, dudes. Well, you know what? I am gonna call it a night. Got to give my guys a break. Ben Coombs is going to have Robert Baker on. We'll check that show out. And it's always good to see everyone. Aljon, special shout out to Aljon for helping out in the chat, answering people's questions about Kramer and Steinberger and stuff. Much appreciated. Yeah, the cat probably does want out. Because they have been in. Thanks you, Mr. BHB. You have a great weekend as well. And no, you rock. All right, guys, I'm scrolling up. Thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out, and it's very much appreciated. And I'm scrolling up. And you guys all have a great night. And thanks so much for hanging out. And as always, no, you rock. As always, thanks for hanging out. And rock on.